am Dr. Kay Fontana, life force coach and grief recovery specialist, and I am deeply familiar with the pain of loss, having experienced many throughout my life. At just 9 years old, I lost my brother to cancer and witnessed my parents' immense grief, which was unbearable. Years later, my mother lost her battle with Alzheimer's, and then my father was diagnosed with cancer and passed away a week after his diagnosis. Most recently, in January 2023, I experienced the devastating loss of my husband and soulmate of 40 years due to multiple health issues. In between were countless other losses, including family members, friends, co-workers, beloved pets, and even finances. However, I turned my pain into my purpose and passion to share strategies to help you get through your darkest days and navigate the complexities of grief. This is the Healing Our Grieving Hearts podcast. Welcome to today's episode, where I'm excited to delve into a topic that may resonate with you: the role of humor in healing grief. Grief can be an incredibly isolating and heavy experience, often filled with overwhelming emotions. However, laughter and humor can serve as unexpected relief in this journey. In this episode, we'll explore how humor not only provides a much-needed break from the pain of loss, but also provides connection among those grieving. I'll share personal stories, discuss the science behind laughter, and uncover practical ways to incorporate humor into the grieving process. Grief is a complex emotional response to loss that can encompass a wide range of feelings, including sadness, anger, confusion, and guilt. The emotional impact of grief often manifests in waves as individuals encounter moments of deep sadness interspersed with brief instances of relief or even joy when recalling happy memories. These fluctuating emotions can create confusion as grieving individuals struggle to navigate their feelings while also responding to external expectations. Physically, grief can also take a toll on the body, leading to symptoms such as fatigue, headaches, and changes in appetite or sleep patterns. The stress associated with grief can weaken the immune system, making individuals more susceptible to illness. Additionally, the energy required to process grief can be exhausting, leaving people feeling drained and overwhelmed. Understanding that grief affects both emotional and physical well-being is important for developing healthy coping mechanisms and seeking the necessary support through the healing journey. Society often has predefined notions about grief, leading to responses that can inadvertently contribute to feelings of isolation for those mourning a loss. One influential resource, the Grief Recovery Handbook by John W. James and Russell Friedman, identifies 6 common myths about grief that many people might experience, including the ideas that grievers should grieve alone or that individuals should move on by a certain time. These myths can create unrealistic expectations for grieving individuals, often pushing them to suppress their emotions or rush through the healing journey. In such a climate, those grieving may feel misunderstood or judged, leading to a sense of isolation that can deepen their sadness. Furthermore, societal discomfort with discussing death and grief can result in friends and family withdrawing or offering cliches such as "time heals all wounds" instead of genuine support. This lack of understanding can leave bereaved individuals feeling alone in their pain, emphasizing the need for open conversations about grief and to normalize the various emotional experiences that accompany loss. Laughter is often considered the best medicine, and scientific research supports this. When we laugh, our brain releases a cocktail of neurotransmitters and hormones, including endorphins, which are the body's natural painkillers. These endorphins induce feelings of happiness and relaxation, acting as a powerful counterbalance to the intense emotions that accompany grief. When grieving, many experience heightened stress levels, anxiety, and feelings of isolation, which can be overwhelming. Laughter helps alleviate these feelings, allowing individuals to momentarily escape the pain of loss. It does this not only by altering one's emotional state, but also by lowering cortisol levels, the hormone linked to stress. This physiological response promotes a sense of well being that can help individuals face their grief with renewed resilience. Additionally, laughter activates various areas of the brain, including those involved in emotional processing, encouraging a more holistic approach to coping with grief. By leveraging laughter as a coping mechanism, individuals can create a healthier emotional environment, easing the burden of grief and facilitating emotional healing in a way that sadness alone often cannot achieve. Humor serves as a powerful tool for building connections among individuals dealing with grief. When someone experiences a loss, it can often lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness. However, sharing laughter about lighter aspects of the experience can bridge emotional gaps and create a sense of community in times of sadness. For instance, engaging in lighthearted conversations about the quirks of a deceased loved one can spark laughter and memories among family and friends, creating a shared experience that brings everyone together. This bonding effect is essential because it creates empathy and understanding, reminding individuals that they are not alone in their grief. Additionally, humor can serve as an icebreaker in support groups or memorial gatherings, allowing people to open up about their feelings more freely. By using humor to share stories and memories, individuals can develop deeper connections and support systems. In such environments, laughter becomes a language of healing, enabling individuals to navigate grief while reinforcing their community ties. Ultimately, humor transforms grief from a solitary journey into a shared experience, making it a vital element in the healing process. Throughout the grieving process, funny memories can serve as a lifeline, providing moments of relief amid sadness. For example, many people find comfort in recalling humorous anecdotes about their loved ones, such as a family member's quirky habits or an embarrassing mishap that became family lore. These moments can elicit genuine laughter, serving as a reminder of the joy and love that characterize their relationship. In one instance, a person might share a story about how their grandmother insisted on wearing mismatched socks, claiming it brought her good luck. Recalling such stories allows family and friends to momentarily step away from the heaviness of grief, creating an atmosphere where laughter can coexist with sadness. Similarly, humor can arise spontaneously in gatherings, such as during a supportive get-together where people exchange lighthearted stories about the deceased. Even in moments of sadness, laughter can lighten the air, transforming grief into a celebration of life. Rather than detracting from the seriousness of loss, these shared laughter-infused memories honor the person's legacy while allowing those left behind to embrace the ebb and flow of emotions. This illustrates perfectly how humor offers comfort for the profound pain of loss, enabling a healthier and more balanced grieving experience. Now, I'd like to share a personal story about how laughter has supported me during my grieving process. As you may know, my husband of 40 years, Dave, passed away in January 2023 after enduring various health challenges. Despite these difficulties, Dave maintained his sense of humor and always found a way to bring joy. I felt it would be a disservice to him to hold a somber funeral. Instead, I organized a celebration of life, creating a 14-minute music video that reflected his journey while sharing entertaining anecdotes about him. I really could have spoken for days about the happiness he brought into our lives, but I kept my remarks to an hour. It was a unique blend of laughter and tears. After I shared my stories, I invited friends and family to share their favorite funny memories of Dave, and many remarked that it was the best celebration of life that they had ever experienced. Incorporating humor into the grieving process can be a transformative way to manage sadness. One effective method is to reflect on happy memories associated with the deceased, focusing on moments that elicited laughter or joy. Creating a memory box or a scrapbook filled with photos and stories can also provide a lighthearted perspective. Another suggestion is to watch comedies or funny shows that provide a temporary escape from sadness, allowing laughter to lighten the heavy heart. Several years ago, I crafted a scrapbook that chronicled Dave's life for his 50th birthday. This scrapbook is filled with memories of our family, highlighting our vacations, events we attended, and plenty of humorous moments. Naturally, several pages are dedicated to our Halloween costumes over the years. For a time, the scrapbook was tucked away in a closet. However, after Dave's passing, I decided to update it by adding pictures of our grandchildren and pets that had not been born yet to be included in the original version. I brought this cherished scrapbook to his celebration of life, allowing family and friends to reminisce about joyful moments we all shared together. Finding community during the grieving process is essential, and support groups can play a pivotal role in this journey. Connecting with grief support groups that embrace humor can offer a unique space for healing. In such environments, members often share their experiences in a way that includes both the pain of loss and the lighter moments surrounding it. Humor becomes a bonding agent, allowing individuals to connect on a deeper level while engaging in the process of sharing stories. These groups foster understanding and empathy, helping individuals realize that they are not alone in their emotions. By seeking out groups that appreciate the role of humor in grief, individuals can create meaningful connections, gain support, and find comfort in their shared experiences, contributing to a healthy grieving process. In today's episode, we explored the profound impact of humor in the grieving process. We began by understanding the complex emotional and physical effects of grief, revealing how it can lead to intense feelings and physical exhaustion. We discussed the science behind laughter, highlighting its ability to release endorphins, reduce stress, and foster a sense of well-being amidst sadness. The episode emphasized how humor creates connections, allowing shared experiences and memories to bring people closer. We also shared practical ways to incorporate humor into grief, such as reflecting on happy memories, watching comedies, and sharing lighthearted stories with others. Ultimately, we uncovered the power of laughter as a vital part of the healing process. Finding a balance between grief and humor is essential for emotional well-being during the healing process. It's important to recognize that while grief is a natural and necessary response to loss, humor can act as a crucial counterweight, providing relief and creating moments of joy. Embracing humor does not diminish the significance of grief. Rather, it complements the experience by allowing individuals to honor their feelings while also acknowledging the lighter aspects of life. Striking this balance enables individuals to navigate their emotions more effectively, granting them permission to laugh, share joy, and create connections while still processing their pain. Ultimately, integrating humor into the grieving journey can lead to a more holistic healing experience, with the understanding that it is possible to experience joy amid sadness. The mission of Healing Our Grieving Hearts is to help individuals navigate through loss and find purpose through grief recovery, energy healing, and spiritual support. For more information on how to benefit from grief healing modalities that I offer, go to my website at www.healingourgrievinghearts.com, where you can schedule a complimentary grief breakthrough session. You will also find 2 guided meditations on the media page. To follow me on Facebook, go to facebook.com/k.fontana. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Healing Our Grieving Hearts podcast. Remember, you are not alone in your grief, and your experiences and emotions are valid. Join me next Saturday at 10 a.m. Arizona time as we continue to explore the human experience and navigating grief anniversaries and special dates. Until then, be kind to yourself.